Hello, it's Gem Games here once again, and in this video we are going to add a new obstacle that we cannot slide under nor we can jump over. So you cannot basically pass it on that lane. And also we will add some code so we cannot spawn more than two of them, so we cannot block all the lanes basically. So yeah, let's get started. First, you want to go to the link in the description that takes you to my Google Drive, and you want to download this roadwork sign 4. After that, you want to go to your models folder and to the props, and you want to import it there. Okay, you want to check that the scale is 1, and then you want to import all. Okay, now you can see it here, roadwork sign 4. Now, what we want to do, we want to open it. We want to go to the collision. We want to remove collision. And we want to show simple collision and add a simplified box collision. Now you want to come to the side here. You want to click on the green box, press R on your keyboard to scale it a little bit smaller, like something like that. Then let's move it a little bit, maybe like that. Okay, that's already looking pretty good. Now let's save, let's close this. The next thing that we have to do is we want to go back to the blueprints, and then we want to go to the obstacles. And we have this barrier 2, let's duplicate it. It is called barrier 3, it doesn't matter, let's leave it like that. Actually, let's rename it to be barrier 4, like the model. Okay, let's open it. Let's go to the viewport, let's select our mesh. Let's change it to the roadwork sign 4. Okay, now let's select the dead collision. Let's come here to the side, let's press R to scale it to be bigger. Let's press W to move it. And let's move it to around here. Let's actually scale it a little bit smaller, like that. Yeah. Now we don't have to do anything else here. So let's compile and let's just save all and let's close this. The next thing what we have to do is we actually want to go to the blueprints and to the GM endless runner, like this. And here we can actually, we only need spawn obstacles, so let's close everything else except the event graph. Let's move it here. Okay, now we have the spawn obstacles. What we want to do next is let's create a new variable. Let's call this lanes blocked. Okay, let's change the variable type to be integer. Now what we want to do here is first let's go down here where we have the spawn coins. Let's move it a lot further down. Let's get the spawn agile actor slide barrier, this second one, sorry, the third, but the number 2, this one. Let's copy, select all this and copy and paste it under here, like this. Now let's add a pin here, and let's connect this 3 to this, and the 4 to the coin spawner thing. Now we have to add one thing here. First, we want to click on this slide barrier, and we want to change this to be barrier 4. Okay, let's compile. And now, when we have spawned this barrier 4, what we want to do is we want to get the lanes blocked variable, and we want to plus plus, so increment integer. So we will increment this value by 1 after we have spawned this. And you want to add this to every obstacle that you cannot pass on that lane. So you cannot jump over it, nor you can slide under. So if it's an obstacle that where you have to change the lane, you want to add this code at the end. Now, let's select all of these and let's move them a little bit. Actually, sorry, let's select all of these without the reroutes and let's move these a little bit further like this. Now, before we spawn this barrier 4, we want to add a branch. Oh, let's actually delete that. Let's connect this to the number 3. And here what we want to check is the lane's blocked value is less than 2. So we have 0 lanes blocked or we have 1 lane blocked. Then we can continue. Then we can call this and we will increment the value. So if we call this on the first lane, we will check that we don't have any values here. Then we can spawn this. We will add 1 to the lanes blocked. And on the second lane, if we're trying to do this, it will check this again and add 1 more. And if on the third it also wants to call spawn this obstacle, it cannot because the lanes blocked value is greater, not less than 2. So it's already 2. So we cannot do it. Will go to the false. Now after this whole thing has like for loop has run, so we have spawned obstacle to every lane. What we want to do is we want to set this lanes blocked variable back to 0 on the completed, like this. So now when we compile and we save all, and let's actually change this to be, so the 3 is now the one that spawns the unskippable obstacle. So let's change this to be 3 and 3. So now when we compile and save all and play, you can see it will spawn only 2 of those. Let's try again if we can get them a little bit closer. Okay, actually we added this speed running thing. But yeah, you can see it only fills 2 lanes. Now, because we have set it to be only spawning the 3, it will always spawn the first 2. But when we set this to be like between 0 and 3, it will randomly spawn all the other, okay, this is lagging, all the other things, but never more than 2 of those high barriers. Now we can change this maximum value back to like, now we have in total 5 of these pins here. So let's change this to 9. So it's between 0 and 9. So in total it has 10 possibilities. And we have 5 of these. So it's 50% chance to spawn one of these. Okay. So yeah, I actually think that was all for this video. If you liked what you saw, please click the like button and subscribe for more. And yeah, hope you have a great day and see you on the next one. Bye.